It's your boy Obz here, day 74. Whole year breast cancer awareness. Do it to life before life. Do it to you. Do it to 2021. Do it to that area of your life. Do it to every area of your life. That which you know to do the right thing. Guess what? Day is Thursday. Christmas Eve. Man, it's cold out here too, but I decided to go ahead and come on out here, do this thing. Guess what? This tree behind me starting to lose a few leaves. Starting to lose a few leads is what it's starting to do. But been a very challenging week. It's in part of my areas of my life. Guess what? I still hadn't got the results that I want, so I have to dig into a little bit closer on these four agreements to see what kind of strongholds there are in it, what kind of fears there are in it, what type of assumptions that I'm making. And most times, 9 times out of 10, I'm making too many assumptions. I'm letting my brain run the show as far as calculating how much work it's gonna take to do what I need to do, being in the right frame of mind, and normally I end up zoning out, going to get something to eat, watching some TV or something like that, instead of tackling the thing that I want to tackle, because I'm not seeing the growth that I want to see in that particular area of my life. So it's almost as if I'm aware of it, right? I'm aware of it, but and I know what to do, right? So I got to do that to my part of my life. I need to write some things down. I'm talking about areas of the family business, this charity organization that I'm trying to put together, trying to help out. It's not going as speedily as I would think, but guess what? I know I'm in for the long run, and this is just a temporary bump in the road because I'm still building this muscle every single day. I read something out of the Four Agreements, and one of the things that kind of stuck out to me was I think this biggest thing is just making assumptions. I mean, just making serious assumptions as far as that's what's coming. Hey, my capabilities, like we was talking to another part of me about the New Year's resolution. When we think that it's up to us, we kind of aim kind of low. When we think it's up to somebody else, then we aim kind of high, right? But how high? We say I talked to my daughter. We're gonna do 2021. We're just gonna explore, thinking bigger, exploring bigger. So in this area here, I know I got to do some work in it, but I haven't been in it because of it's like one of those things. It's almost like this judge and this victim coming on. Hey, yeah, you should be doing that. Well, you should be so far ahead, or why you're not far ahead, or maybe you lazy or something like that. It's something like that because I see it in so many cases. Like in another parts of me, I see one of my co-workers used to be a great singer, professional singer, kind of made some bad decisions, got out of the business, and now when you kind of get out of it, you kind of don't associate with those people anymore because of some shame. You kind of don't want to look at shows, look at anything in that area because it brings pain to you because you're not successful in that area. Me just saying that out loud kind of brings it home that that's what it is that when I'm not successful in that area, sometimes we look down upon those people that are successful in that area and try to explain in a way. And it's just taking a different perspective, taking a different perspective and looking at what they're doing as far as the capabilities of me and kind of going to the lighter side of things that, and I talked to some people that we were talking about maybe oh, yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to be flipping this thing now, right? Yeah, I'll do that. I remember that the next time. I'm so used to shooting it straight up, but the next couple of videos I will be flipping this camera over. Just got to remind myself. But the thing I was talking about is is that you make those assumptions and it's almost like an embarrassment. Like you're like, dog, man, I should be doing this, man. Maybe I should kind of give up on this thing. Maybe I should go to the next shiny object. Maybe I should try, real estate. Maybe I should try cutting grass. Hey, yeah, man, everybody's cutting grass, man. We're making so much money, right? I was so successful traveling all around the world. What you doing, man? Man, I'm into selling coffee, man. We doing coffee. What you doing now, man? I'm into roofing. We doing roofing. All kinds of stuff, man. But I feel that, you know, the same thing I'm going through on my end. I know my son is going through on his end because he wants to be an artist. And I was talking to a guy. I was trying to get him to watch shows about other artists, but it doesn't seem to be interested in those shows. And now I know, just coming to awareness. I know you should be, but you're not. And it's because maybe, hey, look, I thought I'd be further along than I am right now. I thought things would move a whole lot more quicker because I know I have better skills than the other guys. But you got to make connections. I mean, some things we know we have to do. We have to make connections, have to convince ourselves to stay in for the long run. I hate to put this other hand in the pocket, right? Because it's like I said, it is very, very cold out here. Not as cold as it's going to be tomorrow, right? I think it's supposed to be 19, and then Saturday, which is going to be for my affirmation, is supposed to be 19 degrees. I was like, shh, man. But now I know he doesn't want to look at that, so I'm working on my communication skills as far as bridging that gap of it's almost like going to the gym, right? Or somebody that's in shape, you out of shape, you don't want to go to the gym because everybody's in shape down there. Don't want to be around somebody that. Why does that turn dark? Be around somebody that it's always exercising, you're always not, and when you get around them, they're getting more and more in shape, and then you're not in shape, and so you feel a shameness around them, you know. And I think that's what it is. And I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to change that shameness. You know what I'm saying? Trying to change that shameness around. So that's what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go into that area that I'm not seeing that growth, go ahead and try to just get closer and closer and put some things in place. I know what I need to do, like I said, but it's just so easy just to lay around and just be lazy, right? It's so easy to just lay around and watch TV and hang out with your family, which is definitely justifiable. Coming back to it on the one thing as far as not time blocking and protecting my time block and believing in my time block every single day. I think that's one thing that I haven't done is set up a time block, and that's got to be in the morning. That's the only time that you will have consistently available is your morning or your late at night, but most of the time it's your morning. You want to do it early in the morning. That's when you're the strongest, the most refreshed. Your willpower's up, nobody else is up, less distractions. So I need to carve out an hour, and I wake up, right? I normally wake up at that time, but my brain is telling, hey, you need to try to get a little bit more sleep. Just try to get a little bit more sleep. It's too early. Oh, you don't want to wake your wife up. Just try to get a little bit more sleep. But I want to go ahead and wake up and seize that day, seize that time. You see what I'm saying? Just go ahead and grab it and then time block it. Because, like I say, you have so many loose ends. Next year, we got to take the loose ends out. Some kind of way, we got to get these loose ends out. We got to take them out, sweep them off the plate, throw them in the garbage, whatever, start the year. I know started fresh, but we could do this every single day. We can start fresh every day. And I think what I'm going to start doing, right? I just thought about that. Doing a little time travel with my future self. I know I can grab that information, but I do want to do some more vision work on the future, on what that would look like. If I can visualize myself doing the fan man of cleaning that slate, throwing away or tightening up those loose ends. Maybe that's what it was. I hadn't been doing enough visualization. I've been doing the more reverse visualization of seeing that they're not completed and counting the number of not completed things when I should be visualizing them being complete. Hey, you know what? I think I may take a picture of some of those things and doctor them up, make them look like they are complete. You see what I'm saying? To create that vision board. Yeah, what about that vision board? Let's go ahead. We need to employ every tactic that we know about because we know about the vision board. Let's go ahead and employ every single tactic and do it. Let's employ everything. We already know, we already have the resources. So that's what I'm going to do today. One thing I did want to talk about that I read inside the 4 agreements was being impeccable with your word. One thing that I have trimmed down a whole lot in my life, probably 80 to 90%, and that is gossip. Gossip. I don't spread gossip, and I don't listen to gossip. Somebody wants to tell me something, I always got a preface of what they want to tell me. Hey, look, hey, do you value our friendship? Do you care about me? Yes. I say, okay, then is this gonna make me happy or sad? What you're about to tell me, and I preface that. You do that a couple of times with a couple of your friends, and if they're truly your friends, then they won't bring that stuff to you. They'll go to somebody else with it. So you just ask them, hey, look, is this gonna make me feel happy? I mean, because I'm just asking ahead of time. I want you to be honest. Is this gonna make me feel happy? If it is, go ahead and tell it to me. If it's not gonna make me feel happy, then don't tell it to me, because I can't handle it. Just tell them I can't handle it. I can't handle all this stuff. You know, watching this stuff, and then pretty soon, like I say, they'll stop bringing that gossip to you. But if you've been used to gossiping and getting in on certain things, then the sun coming out. I like that. I like that a whole lot. Gossiping, getting in on certain things, then guess what? Then maybe you should. It's gonna be a test, because sometimes I sit at my desk at work, I overhear people talking, and I kind of want to get in on stuff, and then I just bite my lip and kind of stay out of it, right? Because it's my ego want to get in and assert that it is right. It's a classic thing that happened to my daughter the other day. She was trying to take a position with this COVID-19 and working night shifts to make some extra money, because she's into making extra money to pay off these student loans and stuff like that, right? So I'm like, gosh, you know what? You don't have to do that. Then I heard her talking about it, right? I could have easily kind of jumped in. She was talking to her sister. Then she went and talked to my wife about it. And then my wife came to me and said, yeah, she's thinking about this. I said, yeah, I heard her kind of talking about that, but she hadn't mentioned nothing to me about it yet. She said she hadn't. I said, no, she hadn't mentioned nothing to me. She probably don't want to mention anything to me, because she probably already know what I'm probably say, versus going to you, which you are a first responder, and then you want to make some money, and that you will be more lenient to her side. Then that's probably why she gravitated to you and gravitated to her sister, because if you break it down to it, just making money, then yeah, you're gonna say yeah, and that's basically what you did, right? Yeah, I did tell her that. Yeah, see, I told her I would tell her no. So it kind of came out 3 days out. She's, hey, look, I'm going to work on the night shift. I said, night shift? Oh, I didn't even know you was doing the night. Oh, I didn't tell you. No, you didn't tell me. So we went to a whole little thing about that. Well, you should have butted in. I know you was in there. I know you kind of maybe heard. You should have butted in. I said, well, y'all know I'm just working on that part about butting in and giving a piece of my mind. I'm working on that, so you won't hear a lot of that. Yeah, you should probably didn't come to your dad, because you probably gonna get her a big long lecture. I say that's why I didn't butt in, because I'm changing that, right? I'm changing that, and then they went on something. And I don't know if they kind of feel some kind of way, right? But I don't. It's just a thing that I'm working on, right? Because I understand what's going on. They're grown, and I want them to be able to make their own decisions without parents coming in. Just like if they were, just I'm at work and somebody's talking, I'm just not gonna butt into their conversations. But certain people do butt into other people's conversations, so I just kind of hold it out tight. So we had that conversation. And I've been working on that in myself, just listening more, still being there, still being available, still trying to be that lighthouse. And I thought that was a good conversation to kind of, let you know what I'm working through. Well, it's your boy Obzy. Do it to life before life do it to you. That means everything that we know to do, we got to get it off the shelf, dust it off, and start applying. That's what this do it to life is, applying into those areas of our lives. It's your boy Obzy. Do it to 2021, a whole year of breast cancer awareness with a focus on the emotional side. I saw a quote and I liked it on my Instagram. Is the emotional and internal game is often just as detrimental and painful as the cancer itself. So that's why I want to focus on that inside game. And we're gonna raise some money for it. We're gonna do some great things in the future. I have that vision, big long vision, big, 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 big. Well, it's the next logical step, right? Peace out. Merry Christmas.